Super Mario World was a huge success when it released in 1990, paving the way for a sequel that wouldn't release for another 5 years. While Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto was working on Super Mario World, he came up with an idea to make Yoshi a main character in a series. Yoshi already had 2 games released, Yoshi's Safari and Yoshi's Cookie, but Miyamoto felt these games were way too gimmicky and didn't care for them at all, and he felt he could make a Yoshi game more true to the Mario series. When Miyamoto introduced the idea to the marketing department at Nintendo, it was rejected, but not for the design, but more for the graphics. See, in 1994, Donkey Kong Country had released for the Super Nintendo with huge success, and the game used pre-rendered graphics, making for a beautiful looking game. Nintendo loved the style of the graphics and wanted it to be the future and requested Miyamoto follow suit. Miyamoto said he felt the marketing department at Nintendo wanted better hardware and more beautiful graphics instead of art. Miyamoto would criticize the gameplay in Donkey Kong Country by saying, "Donkey Kong Country proves that players will put up with mediocre gameplay as long as the art is good." Miyamoto was very unhappy and decided to take the cartoonish art style of Mario to a whole new level and turn the graphics into a hand-drawn crayon style. To achieve the style, the artist had to draw the graphics by hand, scan them, and recreate them pixel by pixel to get them as close as possible to the hand-drawn versions. To Miyamoto's surprise, the marketing department at Nintendo accepted the new art style, and Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island was born. According to Miyamoto, the game had been in development for 4 years, allowing the team to add lots of magic tricks. In order to achieve these neat graphical tricks, an extra microchip was added to the cartridge. The game was originally designed to use the Super FX chip, but when support for that chip halted, the game became the first to use the Argonaut game's Super FX2 microchip. The chip would power graphic effects such as sprite rotations, drawbridges, and a psychedelic effect when Yoshi touches floating fuzzies. When Yoshi's Island released in late 1995, it was met with instant success and would receive near perfect reviews from critics. Even reviewers today have called the game a masterpiece that has stood the test of time. Yoshi's Island would be re-released in 2002 for the Game Boy Advance, where IGN would name the game Best Platformer on a handheld console. You can't talk about Yoshi's Island without talking about the elephant in the room, Baby Mario. Baby Mario could easily be one of the most annoying characters in any video game ever, and all because he does what babies do, cry. Anytime Yoshi loses Baby Mario, whether from being kidnapped or hit by an enemy, he starts crying endlessly. It was so annoying that even Nintendo Power and Nintendo Life criticized Baby Mario's crying. While the game has been reviewed with consistently high marks, it's also been consistently bashed for Baby Mario's crying. And if you've ever played the game, you know exactly what they're talking about. As annoying as Baby Mario's crying is, the game is well worth it and definitely lives up to best platformer of all time. To finish us off, here are some quick facts for your enjoyment. Yoshi's Island is a prequel to Super Mario World, hence the Baby Mario. The music that plays at the end of the credits is a slower version of the end-level music from Super Mario Bros. 1. And This is the first game to feature Shy Guy since Super Mario Bros. 2. Thanks for joining me on a brief history of Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Rod here with Zivivi Entertainment. Before I get out of here, make sure to check out Digital Break for some awesome content creators. Digital Break is a 1-hour block on local TV that premiered in April. They are taking talented YouTube creators and airing their content on local TV. So make sure to follow and like their Facebook page. Thanks everyone, I'm out.